Alright guys, a super secret cheap project. So I ended up paying $300 for this. Absolute gem. It's 91 318i, clean title, and I believe it has 280,000 miles. The odometer stopped at 223K. The previous owner who I bought it from had it since 2011 or so. So used to just drive it 5 minutes to and from work. It actually runs perfectly, no issue. The transmission, no synchro issues. Every gear works perfectly. You can clutch kick it, drift it. For a 318 open diff, it rips. I'll throw a video in right now. Yeah, it rips, for real. For a 130 horsepower stock in 1991 with 280,000 miles, it's completely bone stock. Suspension, wheels, everything. He hit a deer, so he kind of bondoed it, and I think he replaced the hood and then painted it or sun faded. It's originally an Arizona car, so the rust really isn't that bad. The rust I had shown, stent, luckily it's pretty much surface, so this is actually solid. The rocker is gone, but obviously that's actually pretty easy to replace. You can get a whole replacement panel for like 30 bucks, cut it and weld it. My friend will do it, hopefully for me, for a decent price. Daily driver. I got the E34 here, and I'll be daily driving that too. I insure both of them, but this one is gonna have a lot less miles on it. This is the new project. This thing is amazing. I showed up, it was up for $500. I messaged him, he said, if you come get it, $400. So I said, all right, we picked a day. Came out to see it, I looked at it, and he said, here's the Roach. He told me pretty much everything about it. He was super cool, didn't leave anything out. Actually, when I got it, the tachometer didn't work, but my first drift in it, I clutch kicked it and it started working again. So I fixed that. He also said the windows didn't work, only the driver's side, but since then I got the passenger side one to work by just trying to use it. Glove box fell off. There's like a seat thing holding it up, but whatever. E-brake actually works. It's weak. Like I said, it shifts perfect. Clutch is newer. Brakes are good. You saw this is the chain for the hood release. This is the blower motor. For some odd reason, speedometer still doesn't work. Interior's nasty. It actually doesn't smell that bad though. Windshield's cracked. Not a lot of cheap cars, but this is the first one that I'm happy it's shitty. This has been, honestly, I drove this thing the last 2 days and it's just been nothing but smiles between me and my friends. Nothing to worry about with the car. Best $300 I've ever spent. This thing is so fun to drive. It's hilarious. The suspension, the little quirks, just, and the fact that you can actually slide it. You dump the clutch, you get sideways, you kick the clutch to transition, and you can really get on it. But this car really is to prove that you can buy a cheap car, spend $500 including the car, and take it to a drift event and learn and have fun and just have an insanely fun car. I buy cheap cars every day. It's possible. They're out there. I only buy cheap BMWs too. I've had 5 Series, 3 Series, 91s, 2002s, I had a 2004. Never spent more than $600. This is actually by far the crappiest, and it is also the cheapest. The E46 was $350. This was $300. So, you know, it's got its quirks, it's got its things here and there, but it rips. It feels awesome. The engine is super healthy. The transmission is healthy. Honestly, it's as fast as my E36 convertible, my first BMW. It had like 230K. It was super beat. So BMWs are stupid reliable, and this has 280,000 miles and it rips, and I redline it and clutch kick it and do all this stuff, and it's perfectly fine, and it was $300, and you know. So now on to plans. I want to make it look nice because really it wouldn't be that hard. A fender, and I have a guy who will paint it and do the body work. And then just like slightly gut the interior, clean the rest, put some wheels on it, lower it. Really wouldn't look that bad. You know, it's missing one piece of trim, and the fender and hood are off color, so it looks a little off. But dead serious, you know, I need a mirror too, but I could make this car look good. But at the same time, I could put an M54 in it pretty easily. I have a spare transmission. I'm picking up a spare M54, and I could make 230 wheel horsepower in this. Put a 50 shot of nitrous and a big tire, with it looking like this. Obviously with a bigger tire, but like this. It's crazy. Could you imagine getting beat by this car? Thing's awesome. That's one plan. That's one way I could go, as sleeper. Obviously, I'm still gonna drift it temporarily though. This is the 1.8 M42, which is the 4-cylinder. You saw it. My buddy, he has a nitrous kit sitting around. He said, before I swap the engine, that we're gonna nitrous it. And he's telling me this. We're gonna nitrous it. We're gonna rip it, just to say we did it, just to make a badass video on it. So seriously, you know, I'm gonna daily drive it for a little bit. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna have fun with it. And then when I have all the parts ready for the swap, it's getting nitrous. I am gonna weld the diff sooner, but this car, it's gonna get nitrous in a welded diff, and there's a D-Day 101 drift day at US Air. I really want to take it. I just want to put some lowering springs, wheels, weld the diff, and put nitrous, and just rip the hell out of it. If I blow it up, literally tow it home and swap it. So that's the plan with the car. I want to prove that for $500 you can have a lot of fun. So I want to do, you know, the first phase with the car will be cheap. So free welded diff, free nitrous, $150, $200 wheels, you know, $50 lowering springs, and pretty much as it is. So this is my first E30 also. I've always wanted one. I saw it for sale. I had to get it. I seriously, no questions asked, I came. And you know, I drove 2 hours home, been driving it around, and there they are. So they're here. I don't know, maybe if it rains, we'll have some rain fun with it. It'll actually be the first car I bought that has AC. There's no way it has AC.
It'll get cold in a minute. It's not cold,
but it has AC.
Yeah.
Like if I recharge it, it would work.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. So I had a guy stop. He looked at it. He said, "This is his favorite car in the driveway." It's really the fan favorite, I guess, because it's awesome. So, you want to rip it a little bit? Sounds actually, I like it. For a 4-cylinder, I think the nice quiet exhaust is nice. And then if you want a loud exhaust, you turn rotary mode on.
Rolling burnout.
Our glove box issue. It's in the back now. Looks a lot better, that's for sure. So we're gonna go have some more fun.